What's going on, guys? It's Bryce again. Welcome to the Expedition to Try channel. I have no idea what I'm doing with my life. I'm assuming a lot of you don't either. Let's try and figure it out together. If you're new to the channel, like I just said, I don't know what I'm doing. I'm trying to figure it out. I got a lot of shit going on in my head. I got a lot of things that I want to try. And most importantly, I want to encourage other people to pursue their hobbies and passions, even if it's not the normal, quote-unquote normal path that people usually follow in terms of finding a job. So I want to encourage people to follow art paths, music, entrepreneurship, starting their own businesses, all that stuff. So if you're new here, welcome. Thank you for joining me. I got a lot in store in the coming years, I'm sure. So please subscribe down below if you want to see my journey. So I'm coming to you today with a new goal, a new attempt of mine. Gary Vaynerchuk, who I talk about a lot, so get ready for that. He says one of the best ways to make content is to document your progress. Don't create. So with today's video, I'm going to attempt and say this is day one of a daily expedition to try. So my goal is to start recording my process of figuring out what the hell I'm supposed to do in this world. So this is day one. I'm not sure how this is going to go. Not sure I'm going to record and document my process because all I have is my phone and a cheap tripod. So we're going to see what happens. But the reason I'm starting this now is I just got back from my trip to Oregon and Seattle. I just took a 2-day barista training course in Oregon and took just a 10-day trip to both those states. I don't know how to explain it, but I feel like I'm in the starting point of a very important time of my life. I feel like a lot of stuff is going to change very rapidly from this point forward, and I want to record as much of it as I possibly can, because in 10 years, 20 years, I'm going to look back at this and thank myself for starting when I did. I don't know what's going to happen. I don't know how it's going to happen. I probably will fail at a lot of stuff, but I will also probably succeed in a lot of stuff. At least I hope so. But like I said, welcome to day one of DailyETT, or whatever we're going to end up calling it. Hope you enjoy. I'm going to go make some lunch and head to work. Egypt chill, baby. Time to sling some cream. We're going with the classic tofu, chickpea, and dairy-free cheese today. I make it every day because it's good and it's easy. This is my favorite spatula. Be prepared to see this every time you see me cook. I love this spatula. It's cheap as shit, and it's burnt, but I love it. Good. If you find that you don't eat enough vegetables in your diet, this is $5. It's a huge ass bag of vegetables. I eat it for pretty much every meal. I just scoop a cup of frozen veggies out, microwave it, and then throw it in whatever I'm eating. Easy peasy. No excuses on this channel. I'm running very late for work. Well, not very late, but I like to eat right before I go. So sometimes I push it a little too far. Chickpeas are going in. So I'm big on macros, counting macros, and protein is my main focus. I don't care so much about carbs. Fat is pretty important to me too. But I always try and focus on protein first. So I'll often cook the same meal over and over again because I know exactly how much protein I'm getting. Not the best system, but it works. And I haven't died yet, so I think it's okay. All right, we're heading into work. I'm right on time. Good thing it's only a couple minutes down the road, you know? I'm going to try and record some of my setting up the ice cream shop. We'll see how that goes. Oh, look at that angle. Woo! Oh, geez, the camera's moving. Holy shit, it's hot outside. It's so hot. I think it's like 95 today, and it's humid. There's supposed to be thunderstorms and shit. So, we'll see how today goes. Let's get in the car. There you go. Isn't this riveting content? I'll see you soon. I'll be at work. The shop is all set up, just in time to open. We made it. Just realized it's a pretty big day. This will be the first day I've ever worked a shift without a mask on, because we opened last year during the pandemic, and we just got the okay a couple weeks ago that we no longer had to wear masks if we were vaccinated. So it's a big day. I'm excited. I was wearing a mask a little bit longer than everyone else because I was going on my trip and I didn't want any type of sickness before I went. But now I'm back, so we're not gonna wear one anymore. It's hot, so we're done. We're done with that. So let's hope for the best. One good thing about this job is it doesn't get too busy during the day, so I usually have some time to do a little work. So I'm gonna finish scheduling some of the posts for this last week's podcast. I only have 2 more to post, and then I'm gonna try and work on a list. So I'm trying to get into a new routine and to put in more effort into the podcast, YouTube channel, and blog. And I want to be able to balance all those things because it seems like so much that I have to do, and I don't know when to do specific things. So I'm going to start with a list of everything that I want to focus my time and energy on. And then from there, I'll try and figure out a schedule for each day, depending on my work schedule, so I can try and fit as much of that stuff in as possible and be productive. So I just went through and first made a list of the things that I want to fill my days with, the things that I feel are most important, which are, I wrote reading, podcast, the new DailyETT, blogs, other YouTube ideas, painting, and working out. So I started with that list of the things that I definitely want to do each day, because I think those are most important. And then from there, I tried to make a general schedule for like my specific days, whether I have work or I don't have work, and depending on what time I start working that day. So I tried to figure out what schedule would probably work best and how to fit all those individual things in there. So like for an example, on non-work days when I don't have to go into ice cream, I did 6 a.m. wake up, 7 to 8:30 go to the gym, 9:30 breakfast and finish and post DailyETT. Sorry if you can hear the ice cream machine in the background. 10:30 coffee and work. 1 p.m. lunch and reading. 2 p.m. Painting. 5 p.m. start editing the DailyETT for that day. And then so each day it kind of fluctuates a little bit depending on my work schedule. And then I want more like focus. So I want like a plan of what I should be doing each day. So like Monday and Tuesday, I'm going to focus on writing blogs and making like Instagram content and Facebook stuff. And then Wednesday, I'm going to try and focus on finding and scheduling new guests for the podcast. So looking people up on Instagram and stuff like that. Thursday, focus on the podcast itself. If I don't have a guest for that week, then I'll try and figure out other YouTube content. And then Friday, same thing, podcast or YouTube channel. So I don't know if this is going to work, obviously. I haven't tried it, but I'm all about experimenting, as you know. So I'm going to give this a try and then see how it works, if I'm able to stick with it, if I'm getting kind of burnt out after a couple days. I'm going to see how it goes. And obviously, you're going to be along for the ride because I'm going to try and record all of it. So it'll be interesting to see how this kind of comes together and how it changes in the coming days and weeks and months. So I guess this was kind of a good time to start DailyETT. So this will be fun.